CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com. I'm Steve Kathan. The U.S. is pumping an additional $800 million in military aid to Ukraine, and President Biden indicates even more may be needed.
We're not sitting on the funding that Congress has provided for Ukraine. We're sending it directly to the front lines of freedom, to the fearless and skilled Ukrainian fighters who are standing in the breach.
CBS's Cammie McCormick.
The first delivery could be shipped out in 24 to 48 hours. This latest package includes more heavy artillery and new drones. They're called Phoenix Ghost tactical drones, and the Pentagon says they were developed by the U.S. Air Force rapidly in response to Ukrainian needs. They're similar to previous so-called one-way drones the U.S. has approved, and they can strike different targets, and as one official put it, they're designed to deliver a punch.
The administration will also make it easier for Ukrainian refugees to come here. A steel mill in southern Ukraine is a flashpoint in the invasion now. The BBC's Anna Foster says Ukrainian troops and civilians are surrounded there.
We hear from Vladimir Putin that instead of storming that steelworks, his plan now is to barricade it, is to have a siege. He said to not allow even a fly to escape. Now, this would continue to take up a lot of Russian effort, a lot of Russian troops, which they are very keen to move towards the east. And it shows you really how important, how vital gaining control of Mariupol is to Russia's strategy.
13 victims of Larry Nassar are suing the FBI for $130 million for bungling the sexual abuse investigation into the now imprisoned former sports doctor.
If you turn a blind eye to abuse or fail to protect, you will be held accountable. It's not okay.
Grace French was abused by Larry Nassar for many years.
I saw Larry Nassar starting when I was 11 through 2015 and was abused at almost every appointment.
She says the agents need to be held accountable.
It's hard to know that so many institutions failed me and failed all of these survivors.
She says the traumatic effects of his abuse.
I'll be dealing with it for the rest of my life.
Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
The winds are picking up in northern Arizona. That's bad news for teams fighting a wildfire that's destroyed some homes outside Flagstaff. KPHO reporter Kim Powell.
Hundreds of people had to be evacuated from the area, leaving behind their belongings, and some said they had to leave behind their animals, and they're all wondering, of course, when can they get back home?
CNN Plus turned out to be a minus, and now reports say the parent company is shutting down the streaming news service just weeks after its debut. Wall Street right now, the Dow is down 30 points. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on the Dash Cam News Adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.